Hello everyone, today's lecture is Origin of the Soil and Their Property. In this lecture series, we'll discuss about the previous year GATE question and some concept related to the question. So let's enjoy the video and like, share and subscribe. Fine? Okay. So the first question is, when the product of the rock weathering is not transported as the sediment but remains in a place is called a residual soil. It will be remain under the parent rock or something, that is called residual soil. So next question is, for a sand of uniform spherical particles, the void ratio in the loosest and the densest state. Let's know what is void ratio. E is the void ratio and E is equal to VV by VS. क्या होता है? Volume of voids by volume of total soil solids. Fine. Soil solids. Fine. जो 3 फेज सिस्टम होता है, उसमें क्या क्या रहता है? पहले रहता है सॉइल और सॉइल सॉलिड्स, देन उसके बाद रहता है आपका वाटर, उसके बाद एयर. ये जो एयर प्लस वाटर होता है इसको क्या बोलते हैं? वॉल्यूम ऑफ वॉइड्स. फाइन. सो वीवी इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम ऑफ एयर प्लस वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर. फाइन. सो in the lowest state, what will be the E value will be 0.91. Why? And the densest state it will be 0.35. क्यों होता है ये? पहले जो हमारा अरेंजमेंट रहता है लूजेस्ट स्टेट में, कैसा अरेंजमेंट रहता है? क्यूबिकल एरे. इट इज कॉल्ड क्यूबिकल एरे. फाइन. सो एक चीज जैसे E इज इक्वल टू VV बाई VS है. फाइन. जिसमें जो सॉइल में ज़्यादा वॉइड्स रहता है. सपोज दिस इज द अरेंजमेंट and this is the particles. फाइन. ये जो गैप रहता है इसमें, इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? वॉइड्स. फाइन. ये जो एक पार्टिकल के बीच में दूसरा पार्टिकल ऐसे अरेंजमेंट में जो रहता है, जो इन बिटवीन दिस, इट इज कॉल्ड वॉइड्स. फाइन. सो जब हमारा वॉल्यूम E इज इक्वल टू VV बाई VS है. फाइन. सो जब वॉल्यूम ऑफ वॉइड्स इज इंक्रीजिंग, वॉल्यूम ऑफ वॉइड्स जब बढ़ता है, फाइन, तो उसका वॉइड रेशियो भी ज़्यादा होता है. तो लूजेस्ट स्टेट का सबसे ज़्यादा कितना रहता है? E का वैल्यू 0.91 एंड डेंसेस्ट स्टेट में कितना रहता है? 0.35. फाइन. सो जो डेंसेस्ट स्टेट का जो डेंस रहता है उसका अरेंजमेंट कैसा रहता है? रोम्बोहेड्रल एरे. रोम्बोहेड्रल एरे. फाइन. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो इन दिस क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है? पहले द सैचुरेटेड सैंड सैंपल हैज द ड्राई यूनिट वेट इज गिवन एज 18 किलोन्यूटन पर मीटर क्यूब एंड द स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी इज 2.65, गामा डब्ल्यू 10 किलोन्यूटन पर मीटर क्यूब एंड द वाटर कंटेंट जो क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया. इसका सोल्यूशन कैसे निकालेंगे? लेट्स सी. फर्स्ट वी नो दैट गामा डी इज इक्वल टू जी गामा डब्ल्यू बाई 1 प्लस ई. फाइन. हियर ई इज अननोन, सो लेट्स फाइंड आउट व्हाट इज ई. फाइन. सो ई मिलने से क्या होगा? वी नो दैट ई इज इक्वल टू डब्ल्यू जी बाई एस आर. फाइन. एंड हियर द इन दिस स्टेटमेंट इट इज कॉल्ड सैचुरेटेड. सो सैचुरेटेड मतलब आपका जो डिग्री ऑफ सैचुरेशन रहता है उसका वैल्यू कितना रहता है? 1. फाइन. सो फ्रॉम दैट इक्वेशन वी कैन फाइंड ई इंटू एस आर बाई जी इज इक्वल टू डब्ल्यू. ये जो वाटर कंटेंट है ऐसे इक्वेशन से हम पुट करने से मिल जाएगा. फाइन. सो गामा डी का कितना वैल्यू दिया हुआ है? 18. जी का वैल्यू 2.65 इंटू 10 डिवाइडेड बाई 1 प्लस ई. फाइन. फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन, बाय सॉल्विंग दिस इक्वेशन वी कैन गेट ई इज इक्वल टू 0.472. ओके. नेक्स्ट देन डब्ल्यू इक्वल्स टू ई इंटू एस आर बाय जी. बाय पुटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ ई 0.472 इंटू एस आर वैल्यू 1 एंड जी इज 2.65. So we can get the value for water content will be 0.178. Remember one thing, if it is asking the water content, if it is mentioned in percentage, fine, the answer would be 17.8%. fine. But here is asking only water content, so answer would be 0.178. keep it in your mind. If it is mentioned that answer should be in percentage, then you should write 17.18%. otherwise it will be only 0.178. fine. Very easy question for 2 mark. Next question. Okay, in this question it is given as the void ratio of the soil sample. The void ratio E value will be 1 and it is asking about the porosity. Fine. So porosity का मतलब क्या होता है? Volume of voids by total volume. Fine. It is E is VV by VS and it is VV by V. So the relation between E and N will be N is equal to E by 1 plus E. Fine. So the answer would be 1 by 1 plus 1, which is nothing but 0.5. Fine. Answer would be 0.5. So next question. In this question, the Atterberg limit of the clay are given as 38%, 27% and 24.5%. So we know that liquid limit is greater than plastic limit is greater than shrinkage limit. Fine. This is the relation. So here liquid limit is 38%, plastic limit is 27% and the shrinkage limit is given as 24.5%. Fine. Let's know the curve. Suppose this is the volume change and this is water content. Initially we have to increase the water content up to a certain point. Fine. At this point, the total volume change remains constant. This point is called shrinkage limit, WS. After the shrinkage limit, as we increase the water content, means if you are adding water, आप जब water add करते जाओगे तो volume of voids, fine, we know that volume of voids is equal to volume of water plus volume of air. So till the shrinkage limit, जो volume of air रहता है, fine, वो जो total voids जो रहता है वो constant रहता है, fine. जब हम उसमें water add करते जाएंगे तो air क्या होता है, air का value क्या होगा, volume of air will be decrease, fine, and जो पूरा voids रहेगा वो completely fill हो जाएगा by water, fine. So as we after increasing the water content, the volume of the voids will be increased, fine. It will increase like this. So first point till this point, fine, till this point the volume remains constant. After this point the volume increases, fine. So at one point it will be plastic limit, at another point it will be liquid limit. Okay, so one thing you have to you have to understand that after the shrinkage limit, the SR value at the shrinkage limit it will be 1, and after plastic limit and after that point, after the shrinkage limit, the value of the SR will be constant. SR will be 1 here, SR will be 1 here. Every point, each and every point, the SR value will be remain constant. So let's solve the question. So liquid limit is given as 38%, plastic limit is given as 27%, and the shrinkage limit is given as 24.5%. So the natural water content is given as 30%, so which is lie in between this point. So it is asking it is in which state. So as we know, after the liquid limit it will be in liquid state, initially it will be in solid state, so in between this it is plastic state, and between this it is called semi-solid, fine. What? Semi-solid state, fine. So this is liquid, this is shrinkage, this is plastic. First one is the liquid, second one is the plastic, this is semi-solid, and this is solid, fine, and this is the total volume of solids, total volume of soil solids, fine, total volume. The next question, the aeoline soils are wind deposited soils. Let's talk about some soils and some agents by which it is transported. So first one is the wind. If it is wind transported, then it will be called aeoline soil, fine. Next one is if it is transported by a running water, fine, like a river, then it will be called alluvial soil. Next, if it is transported or deposited in or under the lake, then it will be called lacustrine soil. Then another is the transported by glacier or ice. If it is transported by glacier or ice, then it will be called glacial soil, fine, it is called glacial soil. The next one, okay, I have a question, so you have to answer it. जो comment section में है आप उसका आंसर देना. So what is talus and what is drift, fine, what is talus and what is drift, please answer in comment box. Okay, the next question will be the void ratio of the soil can be unity. Listen friends, so E is equal to VB by VS. So here volume of voids cannot be 0 in any condition. कोई भी कंडीशन में जो वॉल्यूम ऑफ वर्ड्स रहेगा वो कभी भी 0 नहीं रहेगा. सो E कैन बी एनी वैल्यू एक्सेप्ट 0, फाइन. E इज एनी पॉजिटिव इंटीजर एक्सेप्ट 0, फाइन. So the void ratio of the soil can be exceeded unity. Yes, it can, it may, fine. So answer is true, it is true. Very easy question for 1 mark and very important also, fine. The next question is soil transported by wind are known as aeoline, fine. This question aeoline, this is repeated, okay. The consistency of saturated cohesive soil is affected by. So for this question you have to know what is consistency index, fine. IC, it will be represented as WL minus W divided by WL minus WP, fine. This is plasticity index, you can represent it as IP, fine. So here this is for a particular soil, liquid limit is fixed, so the only variable over here is water content. जो only variable है इसमें water content. So the consistency for a saturated cohesive soil is affected by. Normally जो consistency index and liquidity index है ये किसके लिए कैलकुलेट किया जाता है? क्ले के लिए कैलकुलेट करते हैं. जो cohesive soils रहता है तो उसके लिए हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं, क्ले के लिए हम लोग कैलकुलेट करते हैं. So for this question the answer would be water content, fine. The only variable over here is water content, fine. Next question. So which one of the following relation is not correct? So this is given as not correct. Fine. So this is not correct because as we know n is equal to e by 1 plus e. Fine. All are other are correct. This is correct, this is correct. So answer would be C. Fine. Very easy question. So next question will be the ratio of unconfined compressive strength of a undisturbed sample of soil to the remolded sample of the soil would be, it is sensitivity, because sensitivity is represented as S and the value is unconfined UCS unconfined compression strength of undisturbed by UCS strength. This S stand for strength. Fine. Unconfined compression strength of remolded means what? Disturbed. One thing you have to remember about the sensitivity, there is a classification, it's called classification of sensitivity. So the sensitivity value S value varies as 1, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16 and greater than 16. Fine. So for this one value it is called insensitive. अगर sensitivity कम रहेगा, fine, then the value would be 1. It is called insensitive. Fine. जैसे मतलब उसमें ज़्यादा फ्लक्चुएशन और वेरिएशन पॉसिबल नहीं है. Fine. Next one is 2 to 4. It is called normal sensitive. Fine. 4 to 8 it is called sensitive. Then if it is 8 to 16 it is called extra sensitive. If it is greater than 16 then it is called unstable. Just remember this value 4 to 8, then the difference over here is 2, this is 8. Like how you remember this arrangement, first that if here is difference 2 and again here 4 and here difference is 8. Fine. So this is 2 into 4 times. You have to remember this trick. This is not a trick exactly, but this is kind of a relation. By remembering or practicing so much of time, you can remember all these tables, because in geotechnical engineering or soil mechanics there are lots of table or lots of data you have to remember. This small data will help you. Fine. So next question. So here the consistency index for a clayey soil is, liquid limit is given, plastic limit, and the answer will be A. This is very easy question for 1 mark. Fine. This is the direct relationship he is asking. Fine. So you have to remember the consistency index, and another one is the liquidity index. Fine. What is liquidity index? Okay. Liquidity index is W minus WP by IP. Fine. IP is WL minus WP. So by adding IC plus IL, what do you get? This is 1. Fine. Or 100, whatever. I1 or 100%. Fine. Okay. If the soil is dried beyond its Sankey's limit, it will show a large volume change, moderate volume change, low volume change, no volume change. So answer will be D. Fine. There will be no change. It will be remain constant. The volume is remain constant. Fine. After the Sankey's limit, the volume increases. Okay. So the next question is principle involved in the relationship between the submerged unit weight and the saturated weight of a soil is based on. So answer for this question is Archimedes principle. Why? Because as we know, when the body is immersed in a liquid, it experiences a force. It is called buoyancy. B, buoyant force. So what is the value of the buoyant force? So B is equal to V rho G. Fine. V rho G, volume of suppose this is the volume of the object and this is rho of liquid. This is the rho of liquid and G is the acceleration due to gravity. So what Archimedes principle really tells, it states that the body immersed in a fluid experience a buoyant force that is equal to the magnitude of the force on the gravity of displaced liquid. Means the जो displaced liquid होगा उसका weight और ये जो V rho G होगा, ठीक है, fine. V rho G is nothing but the weight of the liquid displaced. Fine. Weight of liquid displaced. Fine. Okay. So the next question is, what is toughness index? So toughness index is given by IP by IF. So IP is nothing but, so answer would be option A, plasticity index by flow index. Fine. So next question. So the next question is, the soil sample has its natural state. A mass is given as 2.290, volume is given. After being oven dried, the weight becomes 2.035 kg and G value is given as 2.68. So in this question it is asking what is the value of E. So how to solve this question? Fine. So initially as we know, the gamma in natural state, fine, the gamma value, the bulk density, this is called bulk density, can be found by 2.290 divided by the total volume is 1.15 into 10 to the power minus 3 So the unit, please be sure the unit is in kg per meter cube. Fine. So this value comes is 1991.30. Then how to find the water content? Fine. The water content is this value. Natural state means 2.290, the weight of natural soil, minus after the oven drying weight, that is 2.035 divided by the 2.035. Why? Because the water content is weight of water by weight of soil. फाइन. नेचुरल स्टेट में क्या रहता है? नेचुरल स्टेट में आपका वाटर रहेगा, सॉइल रहेगा, फाइन, और एयर रहेगा. अगर हम 105 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड 24 आवर्स, फाइन, नॉर्मल केस, फाइन, ऑर्गेनिक सॉइल में वो 80 to 90 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड में उसको हीट किया जाता है. फाइन. इन दिस प्रोसेस वी रिमूव द वाटर. सो आफ्टर 24 आवर्स ऑफ ओवन ड्राइंग उसमें क्या रहेगा? ओनली soil. Fine. Only soil solids present रहेगा. So water content कितना आएगा आपका? Water content would be 0.125. Fine. Please don't answer this in percentage. Okay. So from this equation, as we know, gamma is equal to gamma W into G plus E into SR by 1 plus E. So as we know, E is equal to WG by SR. Fine. So SR में क्या पुट करेंगे? SR is equal to WG by E. This equation becomes gamma D G plus E into WG by E. So E got cancelled. So this value would be 1 plus E. So the final equation will be gamma W G common 1 plus W divided by 1 plus E by, so we know the gamma is 1991.30. Fine. So by solving this equation, as we know, gamma W is put 1000 kg per meter cube. Fine. Unit is important because the gamma here is kg in kg per meter cube. So gamma W is 1000 kg per meter cube. Or else remember the value of gamma W. It is 10 in kilonewton per meter cube and 1000 in kg per meter cube. Fine. So you can also go for 9.81 and other values, but approximate value is 10. Fine. So G value is given as 2.68. 1 plus W कितना? 0.125. Fine. So from this equation, and E का value हमको calculate करना है. So from this equation, the value of E comes is, by solving this equation, we can find the value of E is 0.514, which is nearer to 0.53. Fine. So all the options are wrong. 40 नहीं होगा, 45 भी नहीं होगा, 55 बहुत ज़्यादा है. So nearest answer would be 0.53. Okay. So the next question would be, it is asking what is the value of porosity? E is given. So as we know, porosity is equal to E by 1 plus E. So put the value 0.5 plus 1.05, which is nothing but 1 by 3. Fine. Solving this, you can get 1 by 3. So if we expressed it in percentage, so the answer would be 33%. Fine. So D would be the correct answer. So in this question, the borrow pit has a dry density of 17 kilonewton per meter cube. Fine. So there are two places. Assume one is the borrow pit and other one is the construction site where the embankment is constructed. Fine. This is the embankment site and this is the borrow pit. Fine. Borrow pit site and this is the embankment site. So initially the gamma D of a borrow pit, gamma D is given as, this is 17 and here it is given as 16 kilonewton per meter cube. And at the embankment site, the volume required is 100 meter cube. 100 meter cube. So it is asking what is the volume at the borrow pit site. Fine. What would be the volume over here? So before going to the question, you should understand gamma D is equal to, gamma D means weight of soil solids, means the dry mass. Fine. The dry soil divided by the total volume of the soil solids, means adding all the voids. Fine. Here it is only the weight of the soil, dry soil. Fine. And here it is all the total volume. Fine. This is total volume, capital B. Okay. So we can also write here, there is a relation that gamma D is inversely proportional to volume. Fine. And other one is gamma D is equal to G gamma W by 1 plus E. Fine. Here also you can write volume is directly proportional to 1 by E. So this is the relation you have to remember. Then it will be easy for you. Or else you can use this concept to derive it. Fine. So for you can this question you can simply, if it is mention the value E, then you can go for the E. Fine. So you can use the equation that V1 by V2 is equal to, we are using this relation, gamma D is inversely proportional to 1 by V. Fine. So V1 by V2 is equal to gamma D 2 by gamma D 1. So putting V2 is 100, gamma d is equal to, gamma d2 is equal to 16 and gamma d1 is equal to 17. So 16 by 17 into 100. The answer is 94 meter cube. Fine, 94 meter cube. So in this question, the Ward ratio, in this question, the Ward ratio and the specific gravity is given as 0.65 and 2.72. It is asking the degree of saturation corresponding to the water content 20%. So from the equation E equals to Wg by Sr. Fine, we can find Sr is equal to Wg by E. Okay, we are using this equation. So put the value W equals to 20 as the question is asking degree of saturation in percentage. So directly put it is 20. Fine, no need to convert it in normal. So I am using W percentage. Fine, W is equal to G. G value is 2.72 and E value is 0.65. By solving this, you can get 83.69, which is nearer to approximately 83.7. Fine. So this is the degree of saturation. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for your support and patience. In the next session, we'll discuss more 20 questions about the origin of the soil. Stay tuned. Thank you.